Hello and welcome to Elder Insights. I hope you're doing well today, feeling at peace and ready for a meaningful conversation. If you're over 60 or someone you love is, today's video is all about a powerful shift we all face as we grow older. Ever wondered if you still matter in a world that constantly changes around you? It's a question that stirs up deep emotions, isn't it? For many of us, the spotlight fades as we get older. We're no longer the ones leading the conversation or the center of attention in social gatherings. And while that can sting, it's also an invitation to embrace something even more liberating: freedom. But here's the catch: you are more valuable now than ever before. The pressure to meet everyone's expectations? It's gone. The truth is, it's in these quiet moments, like enjoying a cup of coffee at peace or having a heartfelt conversation with a friend, that true happiness blossoms. You don't need an audience to find joy, and you certainly don't need to chase approval anymore. This shift isn't a loss. It's a chance to build deeper, more authentic relationships with those who truly appreciate you. And here's the secret: the peace you seek is waiting in these moments of simplicity. In this video, we'll explore how stepping out of the spotlight can lead to newfound freedom and joy. We'll talk about the value of relationships that don't demand validation and how aging is a privilege, not a punishment. So stay tuned, because the best part of today's message is just around the corner. Before we dive in, if you're finding this video valuable, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need to hear this, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Oh, and comment 1 if this message resonates with you, or if you think we can improve. Your support truly fuels us to keep creating content that matters for you. Let's get started, and thank you for being here with us on this journey of insight and reflection. Truth number 1, the spotlight isn't on you anymore. One undeniable truth is that we slowly move out of the spotlight. Once we might have been the center of social gatherings, the ones others turn to for advice or leadership. But over time, things change, and so do the roles we play. It's a tough reality, but one that we all face. And yet, this shift doesn't have to be as painful as it may seem. Do you ever find yourself asking, "Do I still matter?" It's a question that stirs up deep feelings of doubt. As you age, it's easy to feel overlooked or forgotten. But this isn't a reflection of your worth. It's just part of the natural course of life. And it's okay to feel a little lost during times of change. You're not alone. Many people over 60 wrestle with the same feelings of invisibility. But not being the center of attention anymore doesn't mean you have lost your value. In fact, it could be the perfect opportunity to experience something even more liberating: freedom. Without the pressure of living up to everyone else's expectations, you can reclaim your peace and authenticity. Think about how much time you spent worrying about what others thought of you. How much energy did you invest in keeping up appearances or trying to impress? As you get older, you don't need to put so much into meeting external standards. The freedom that comes with this shift is empowering. Instead of chasing approval, you can find joy in the small moments that make life meaningful. Happiness doesn't need a grand audience. Sometimes it's simply savoring a quiet morning with coffee or having a meaningful conversation with a loved one. These moments, more than anything else, bring true contentment. By focusing on the present, you allow yourself to experience life fully, without the pressure of being seen or admired. Happiness isn't in the applause of a crowd. It's in the quiet satisfaction of being content with who you are and where you are. One of the greatest gifts of aging is the ability to build genuine, fulfilling relationships. It's no longer about keeping up with everyone or maintaining shallow connections. It's about surrounding yourself with people who appreciate you for who you are, not what you can do for them. Quality relationships always outweigh quantity. These deeper connections bring a sense of belonging and security that's far more valuable than any external validation. As you move into this next phase of life, embrace the freedom that comes with letting go of the spotlight. Shift your focus to yourself and the people who truly matter. Reconnect with what brings you peace and joy, and build relationships that support the real you. Your happiness lies in the moments that don't require an audience. And as you let go of the need for attention, it's also important to accept the physical changes that come with aging. These changes, too, are part of the journey, and learning to embrace them is just as essential as embracing the changes in your social life. Truth number 2, your body won't stay the same forever. One of the most unavoidable changes is the transformation of our bodies. It's something we can't escape, no matter how much we might want to. Our bodies shift in ways that often feel out of our control. Legs get heavier, muscles don't bounce back like they used to, and even our faces lose some of their youthful contours. For many, it's disheartening, especially in a world that celebrates youth and vitality. But it's important to see these changes not as signs of failure, but as markers of a life well lived. Aging can feel like a betrayal. Our bodies, once strong, agile, and resilient, now seem to work against us. Maybe standing up feels more challenging than before, or your body no longer bounces back after a long day. These changes can trigger frustration, especially in a society that values youth. But these aren't failures. They're proof of your journey. Every experience, every step, every laugh, and every tear has left its mark on your body. Your body isn't betraying you. It's honoring your journey. Think about all the years it's carried you, the places it's taken you, the challenges it's faced. Your wrinkles, slower movements, and softer contours aren't signs of decline. They're badges of honor. They show your strength, the years you've lived, and the resilience you've built. Aging isn't a punishment. It's a privilege. It's not the end of something, but the continuation of your life story filled with meaning, wisdom, and growth. When you look at aging this way, it's liberating. It's not about fighting the inevitable, but learning to live in harmony with it. Your body has been there for you all this time. Why not give it the respect it deserves? When it asks for rest, honor that request. When it needs gentler movements, listen. A slow walk, some stretching, a few moments of yoga. These aren't signs of weakness, but wisdom. They are the building blocks of a life that values self-care and patience. Make peace with your body. Acceptance doesn't mean surrender. It means learning to work with what you have. Move with grace and gratitude, not against it. The more you work with your body, the more you'll see it's not a burden to bear, but a companion on your journey. And with that understanding comes profound freedom. Aging is inevitable, but it's also beautiful. In the next part, we'll explore another powerful truth. Not everyone will stay forever. Embracing this truth can bring you even more peace and understanding as you move through the later years of your life. Stay with us as we dive into this important aspect of aging, one that will help you accept the impermanence of relationships and live a fuller, more intentional life. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Truth number 3, not everyone will stay forever. As we grow older, we face a tough truth. Not everyone stays in our lives forever. Friends, family, and loved ones may eventually slip away through distance, disagreements, or death. This part of life can feel heavy, especially when those relationships were the foundation of our happiness. Losing someone you love is a pain many over 60 know well. Whether it's a partner, close friend, or family member, their absence leaves a gap. The routines, conversations, and shared memories, everything that once felt comforting, seems different. Adjusting can be tough, but this loss is universal. Everyone goes through it. While the grief can be overwhelming, it's something we can learn to navigate. You're not alone. Even when relationships change or end, their impact lasts longer than we realize. The lessons, love, and memories are etched in your heart. Even after someone is no longer physically or emotionally present, their influence remains. You carry them with you, not to trap you in the past, but to strengthen you for the future. The lessons they shared and the joy they brought continue to shape who you are. You don't have to cling to the past to honor those no longer with you. Holding on doesn't mean staying stuck in sadness. It's about celebrating their influence and using their lessons to move forward with clarity and purpose. This way, you honor both their memory and your growth. Life moves forward, and the relationships you have now deserve your attention just as much as those before. Don't let time slip by. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment to reconnect with those who matter or start new relationships, act now. Time waits for no one. The longer you delay, the more opportunities you risk missing. Life is unpredictable. Make the most of today. Reach out to a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Spend time with family or engage in activities that bring you joy. Every moment is precious. It's up to you to live it fully. Building new relationships isn't just for the young. Life always offers chances to connect, no matter your age. Whether it's a conversation with a neighbor, a new hobby group, or a surprising friendship with someone much younger, the opportunity never disappears. These new bonds bring fresh energy and joy, proving it's never too late to create meaningful connections. As you navigate changing relationships, don't forget the most important one, the one with yourself. Losing someone close can feel isolating, but solitude doesn't have to mean loneliness. Learning to enjoy your own company brings peace. When you're content with yourself, you're better equipped to handle changes in relationships. You become whole, no longer relying on others to fill emotional gaps. Solitude, when embraced, becomes a time of reflection and self-discovery. In these quiet moments, you reconnect with who you truly are and what you truly need, finding comfort in your own presence. As you move through life's seasons, remember, this relationship with yourself will always remain constant. As life continues to shift, embracing change becomes crucial. Adapting isn't just necessary, it's empowering. Ready to explore how to grow through life's transitions? Keep reading. The journey of change is just beginning. Truth number 4. Life will keep changing, and you must adapt. In life, change is inevitable, and as we grow older, it becomes even more noticeable. You may see relationships evolve, your body go through transitions, and the world seem to move at a pace that feels overwhelming. At first, these changes can feel heavy, pulling you in directions you might not be ready for. But the truth is, this is part of life. Change happens, and resisting it only makes the journey harder. Think about trying to stop the tide with your bare hands. It's impossible, right? Just like that, you can't hold back the changes that come with time. Whether it's losing loved ones, changes in your community, or the rapid advancements in technology, these forces will keep moving forward. The key isn't resistance, it's embracing the change. When you resist, it's like trying to hold on to something slipping through your fingers. All you're left with is frustration. Instead, try shifting your mindset. See change not as something to fear, but as an opportunity to adapt and grow. Reflect on other times in your life when change felt impossible. Remember how you eventually found your footing? Those changes, though tough at first, often brought new experiences, people, and opportunities. The changes you face now can be chances to redefine what brings you joy. Let's consider some real-life examples. Maybe you've had to downsize to a smaller home. At first, it feels like losing part of your past, but in reality, it could bring freedom and clarity. Or perhaps new technology feels intimidating. But imagine the joy of connecting with your loved ones in new ways. or rediscovering a forgotten passion. These changes might seem daunting, but they're opportunities to rediscover what makes life meaningful. So instead of seeing life's changes as obstacles, try to view them as invitations to grow. Every shift, every transition is a chance to see life from a new perspective, to learn something new, and to embrace what's next. And now let's talk about something just as important. Happiness isn't something that happens to you. It's a choice you make every day. When you learn to embrace change, you'll find the power to choose happiness, no matter what's going on around you. Let's dive into how you can start making that choice. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Truth number 5, happiness is a decision, not a circumstance. We often think happiness will come once everything aligns, when the perfect situation falls into place. But that's not how it works. Happiness is a decision, not a circumstance. No matter what's happening around you, your ability to choose happiness is one of your most powerful tools. It starts with the simple truth: your happiness is in your hands. Let's be real for a second. How many times have you thought, I'll be happy when? Maybe it's when you land that dream job, when the kids are settled, or when your health is perfect. It's easy to push happiness into the future, waiting for everything to be just right. But here's the thing. If you wait for perfect conditions, you might wait forever. Happiness doesn't require everything to be in order. It starts with how you choose to see your life, no matter what's going on. Happiness is about shifting your perspective. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you do. Imagine waking up and appreciating the quiet moment or the warmth of your coffee, rather than searching for flaws or worries. That's where happiness begins, a change in thinking. True happiness is found in these moments, not in a future where everything is perfect. One way to tap into happiness is through gratitude. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring your struggles. It means recognizing that, despite challenges, there's always something to be thankful for. Maybe it's a conversation with a friend, a small victory, or just the fact that you're still here, still pushing through. Taking a moment each day to reflect on what you're grateful for can shift your outlook and bring calm and joy, even in tough times. It doesn't erase the hardships, but it makes them more manageable. Letting go of the past is just as important. We all carry regrets, things we wish we'd done differently. But holding on to those regrets weighs us down, making it harder to enjoy the present. The key to moving forward is forgiveness, especially forgiving yourself. You did the best you could with what you had at the time. Letting go of regrets isn't about forgetting, it's about freeing yourself to live fully in the present. When you release the past, you free yourself to experience life without that heavy load. Your perspective shapes your reality. Imagine 2 people caught in the rain. One grumbles while the other marvels at the beauty of the drops. Both experience the same storm, but their experiences are completely different because of how they view it. That's how happiness works. It's not about avoiding challenges, but finding meaning, beauty, and growth in them. When you shift your mindset, the world becomes a place where joy is possible, even in difficulty. As you embrace happiness as a choice, remember this journey isn't just about internal shifts. It's also about how you interact with others and the world around you. It's about building a life grounded in your ability to choose joy, regardless of perfect conditions. So next time you catch yourself thinking, I'll be happy when, pause and ask, what's stopping me from being happy right now? The answer is often within, waiting for you to see it. Now that we've explored how to shape your own happiness, let's talk about a crucial part of growing older: facing greater dependence on others. It's a reality many of us aren't fully prepared for, but understanding and accepting it can help you live a more fulfilling, peaceful life in your later years. And trust me, you won't want to miss it. Truth number 6, you'll face greater dependence on others. As we age, one of the toughest truths we face is the growing need to depend on others. For many, this is hard to accept, especially if we've always valued our independence. But understanding this shift can help us adjust with more grace. Seeking help isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom and strength. It may feel like a loss, but it's part of growing older. Asking for help doesn't mean failure. It's a natural part of aging and the first step in taking care of yourself. Though it's natural to feel conflicted about this, remember, it doesn't diminish your self-worth. Aging changes your body and mind, affecting your ability to do things on your own. But instead of seeing this as a loss, try to view it as an opportunity for growth. Embracing the need for help can actually make life easier and more enjoyable. Feeling uneasy about relying on others is normal, but asking for help is a form of self-care. Whether it's help with daily tasks, managing health, or simply having someone to talk to, seeking support is about prioritizing your well-being. It's also important to be clear and open about your needs. Communicate honestly and show appreciation for the help you receive. Gratitude strengthens relationships and fosters a sense of connection. You don't have to go through aging alone. Building a reliable support system is key. Trusted friends, family, and community resources can make a huge difference. Services like meal delivery, companionship, or transportation assistance not only provide practical help, they can enhance your independence. Explore local resources, whether official services or informal networks. Building a support web helps you live more comfortably and freely. Just as physical support is essential, emotional and mental support are just as important in navigating the challenges of aging. If you feel overwhelmed by the changes in your life, having someone to talk to can make a big difference. Groups, counseling, or staying connected with loved ones can offer reassurance and encouragement. Emotional well-being is just as vital as physical health. Conversations with friends or joining a support group can help you build resilience and stay positive. In the end, seeing dependence as something negative limits its potential to enrich your life. Rather than viewing it as losing control, see it as an opportunity to build deeper connections with others. Leaning on someone creates space for stronger, more meaningful relationships. This shift in perspective can turn the experience of aging from a time of loss into one of growth and community. As you embrace the realities of aging, remember, life still offers many opportunities. The next truth you need to face about getting older will change how you view your future, how accepting the inevitable physical changes can enrich your life. As we wrap up today's conversation, I hope you've gained a new perspective on stepping out of the spotlight and embracing the freedom that comes with it. Remember, aging isn't about losing value. It's about finding peace in the quieter moments and in relationships that are built on authenticity, not external validation. The true joy in life comes from within, and once you let go of the pressure to meet everyone's expectations, you can finally be free to live for yourself. If there's one takeaway from today, it's this: the real beauty of life is in the simplicity, the present moment, and the connections that truly matter. So take a deep breath and allow yourself to embrace this new phase with confidence and grace. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to Elder Insights and hit the notification bell so you never miss an inspiring message like this. And leave us a comment below. Tell us what part of this video spoke to you the most. Drop a 1 if it resonated with you, or a 0 if we can improve. Your feedback means the world to us and helps us create even better content for you. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, take care and keep embracing the beauty of your journey.